Today let us take this frog. So after this, any more want, Prabhu? After frog, you ask others also yeah, uniformly if any topic is required by all, that can be taught.
Yes, sir.
Varishta and yourself only reported. Varishta, you are there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you have made me ma'am. Okay. Okay. Right. So, waiting for Satvika and Srujana. Okay, meanwhile they join, let us start. Huh? Okay. So, the scientific name of common Indian frog, Rana tigrina. This is Indian bullfrog, common Indian frog, and Indian bullfrog also. Good afternoon, Srujana. Srujana, hello. Okay, na? So, Rana tigrina, a common Indian bullfrog. Common Indian frog you can also say, and common Indian bullfrog because largest size. And regarding morphology, before we deal with morphology, some important features are there. These are amphibious forms. Class Amphibia it belongs to, that's why live in water as fresh water as well as on land. So only vertebrates which are not reported from seawater, of course not given in the book. Even in general characters of amphibia also not given. But this is understand type question. Which group of vertebrates are not found in marine habitat? That is amphibia. So there is no marine habitat for the frogs. Especially amphibia, whenever you come across, immediately remember frog. So no marine habitat for all the amphibians, not only frogs. And this is noteworthy point, understanding type question. Fishes, amphibians, reptiles, birds, mammals, you have studied. Even birds also found in marine environment. Reptiles also there in the marine environment. Sea snakes, turtles, they live in seawater. Mammals, whales, dolphins, all aquatic mammals belong to seawater. Fishes also majority marine, freshwater also there, but amphibians only marine habitat, that don't take the place of living place. And then frog skin exhibits camouflage. In the first paragraph, 3 points they have discussed: summer sleep, winter sleep, and camouflage. It exhibits protective coloration to protect from enemies. If it is grass, green color. If it is land, they change it to brown color. That is called changing of skin colors according to surroundings. To protect from enemies is called camouflage, a unique feature of the frog skin. And the skin is scaleless, smooth, moist. Skin smooth, scaleless, moist skin, slippery skin. or slimy skin. Always kept moist because of slime glands present in the skin. Smooth, scaleless and moist skin is a unique feature of all amphibians, not only frogs. And this undergo extreme summer and extreme winter seasons. They undergo hibernation and aestivation. Hibernation is a winter sleep. Aestivation is a summer sleep. They go into burrows. They make burrows with 4 limbs and buried into the mud. Even in summer season also they go deeper and deepest parts of the burrows to get till they get the moisture. They make burrows in such a way. Summer because upper layers are dried up. That's why they go deeper. Thus winter sleep, hibernation, and summer sleep, aestivation, to tide over the unfavorable conditions or to tide over the severe cold conditions in winter and hot conditions in summer. So camouflage, hibernation and aestivation, these are the first paragraph immediate questions these are. And then morphology. Before morphology, let us take the skin of the frog. So as far as skin of the frog is concerned, already just now we have mentioned these points. Smooth, scaleless and moist skin. Just now I have mentioned. And it is a chief respiratory organ also. Chief respiratory organ of frog, not lungs. Better you say skin. Because in hibernation and aestivation also frog respires with skin. Frog respires with skin or cutaneous respiration during hibernation and aestivation. Simply you can say, if you use, instead of using both the terms hibernation and aestivation, better you use dormancy, the dormant stage. So frog respires with skin in dormancy, means taking rest. Dormant period of the frog is rest period. That is in winter and summer they take rest. And the frog never drinks water, absorbs water through skin. Water drinking organ of frog. If it is asked, anybody asked to you, absorbs water through skin. Water drinking organ of frog is skin. Another important point. So the second paragraph last line is this one. What is the water drinking organ of frog? That is skin. Absorbs water through skin. So now let us come to the division of the body. Body is divided into head and trunk. 2 divisions only. Only 2 divisions are found in frogs only when compared with other vertebrates. Even fishes also they have tail. Neck is absent anyhow. But reptiles to mammals, all the 4 divisions of the body present. Head, neck, trunk and tail present. Here no neck and tail. Tail and neck are absent. No neck and tail. Above the mouth, a pair of nostrils are present. Behind the nostrils, eyeballs are present. Behind the eyeballs, there is an oval shaped marking called tympanum. So you all know this, you take the external characters like this, and with the 4 limbs are shorter than hind limbs, 4 fingered, and hind limbs are longer than 4 limbs, which are jet shaped with 5 fingers, and webbed toes are present. This is cloaca and that side hind limb, and here the upper eyelid, lower eyelid, eye, nostril, and this is oval shaped marking tympanum, Skin is olive green in color. Color of the skin you have to mention with dark spots. These are the external features of the frog. So, olive green with dark spots on dorsal side and pale yellow color on ventral side. Pale yellow on ventral side. This is regarding skin color is concerned. Olive green with dark spots on dorsal, pale yellow on ventral side. Now, that is head bears all these things: mouth, nostrils, eyes, eyeballs with eyelids, nictitating membrane, and tympanum. Ear is represented by tympanum. And directly trunk is connected to head. Trunk bears two pairs of limbs. A pair of short forelimbs with 4 digits. Number of digits in the forelimbs. Thumb is absent with 4 digits. Whereas a pair of hind limbs with 5 digits. Here the digital number is changed between forelimbs and hind limbs. Forelimbs have 4 digits, but is tetradactyl, and hind limbs have 5 digits, pentadactyl, with webbed toes present on the hind limbs. Toes, whenever you say toes, it refers to hind limb for swimming purpose. The limbs of the frog carry 4 functions. One is walking, second swimming, third leaping means jumping, and fourth burrowing. These are the 4 functions performed by the limbs of the frog. This is regarding morphological features. In the morphological features only, you can also observe the sexual dimorphism. External sexual dimorphism is not there in frogs, but during breeding season, if you observe in the breeding season, if you observe here, the pair of vocal sacs hanging from lower jaw and the forefinger or first digit bear a copulatory pad. Vocal sacs and copulatory pads. These are the identification features of male frogs. Copulatory pad. This is seen in only male frogs, absent in female frogs. This is male forelimb and this is male head. So lower jaw, from which the suspending sac-like structures called vocal sacs, they are resonators of croaking sounds. Copulatory pads are nuptial pads. They are also called nuptial pads because with the help of which they embrace the female frog during copulation. Nuptial pad also it is. If these two are present, male frogs; if they are absent, female frogs. And large muscular thighs have economic importance, food value. Large muscular thighs have a food value. So that is economic importance of limbs of the frog. So with this external characters completed. Now let us take the anatomy, morphology. In this anatomy morphology, first one is digestive system. Generally digestive system is divided into, in all, not only frog, alimentary canal and glands, digestive glands. Second, digestive glands. So first let us list out the organs present in the alimentary canal. Alimentary canal starts with mouth and ends with anus like humans. Here also same, starts with mouth and ends with anus. Leads into buccal cavity, mouth, first mouth, then buccal cavity, then pharynx, short pharynx, is a short tubular pharynx, esophagus. This is also short tubular. Esophagus is very short because it is carnivore. Esophagus, short tubular, underline. Short tubular esophagus is present attached to stomach with cardiac and pyloric regions only. Stomach contain two regions, cardiac and pyloric. Fundic region is absent in the frog, except in man it is present. So, stomach, cardiac stomach and pyloric stomach also present. Besides intestine, small intestine. Small intestine has two parts, duodenum, U-shaped duodenum, and ileum, coiled ileum. These two parts are present. And lastly, large intestine. Large intestine has only rectum, no colon. So large intestine do not contain colon, only rectum is present. Finally, last and final opening is anus. So colon is absent in a frog. You say like that. Which part of the alimentary canal absent in frog? Colon. Colon absent in frog. This alimentary canal anus opens into cloaca. Anus opens to the exterior through cloaca. Through cloacal chamber. Cloacal chamber already we have mentioned in the amphibian characters. Through three systems open through that. Alimentary tract, that is digestive tract, excretory tract, urinary tract, and genital tract. These three tracts open through the exterior through cloaca, to the exterior through cloaca. So that is about the system, alimentary canal. And digestive glands. Digestive glands, biggest gland, liver. In all vertebrates, not only frog and man. Man also you study the digestive system in the second year. Then you will come to know about that. So the biggest gland in frog is liver. So liver secretes bile juice, bile salts, bilirubin and biliverdin, etc. No enzymes. Bile juice contain no digestive enzymes. Digestive juice without digestive enzymes. Important bit. No digestive enzymes. So then pancreas. Salivary glands are not there. Pancreas, second largest gland. In the loop of the duodenum located. Located in the loop of the duodenum. See the diagram. There you can find this pink colored pancreas. Pancreas has two parts, exocrine and endocrine part. Exocrine part secretes pancreatic juice, endocrine part secretes the contain alpha cells, beta cells secrete two hormones, glucagon and insulin like humans. Same. Here also same. Secretes pancreatic juice. And in the stomach wall, the gastric glands are present. Secretes gastric juice. Gastric juice. Gastric juice contain only pepsin enzyme. Only pepsin. Renin is not there. But in our humans, renin also there. So gastric juice is highly acidic with HCl also more. It is highly acidic digestive juice. Acidic digestive juice is gastric juice assertion. Reason because HCl is presented. HCl is present in the gastric juice. And lastly, intestinal juice. Labercon follicles are intestinal glands. Fourth type of digestive gland secrete succus entericus. Succus entericus is a scientific name of intestinal juice. Succus means juice, entericus means intestine. That is the meaning of succus entericus. So intestinal juice present in the secreted by intestinal glands. The food is mixed with tongue. The food is capturing food capturing organ. Generally asked. Food capturing is done by bifid tongue. In frog, tongue is attached in front, free in behind. Unlike humans, in humans tongue is attached in behind, free in front. But in frog it's not like that. Tongue is attached. Suppose this is the stretching of jaws, for example. This is lower jaw like this, and here the tongue is attached and bifid tongue. Behind it is free. It throws its tongue like this, capture the prey, and with the same speed it withdraws its tongue into the mouth cavity, buccal cavity. Like that, capturing of food takes place by the bifid tongue, bifid muscular tongue, because the tip of the tongue is divided into two. So that's why it is bifid tongue. And afterwards, the first area of digestion, stomach, where the food is mixed with gastric juice and only proteins are digested. This partially digested food in the stomach is called chyme. What is chyme? Partially digested food in the stomach of the frog is called chyme. What is that? Partially digested food in the stomach is called chyme. Then afterwards it leaves the stomach and reaches the duodenum, where it receives bile juice, and bile salts emulsify fats. Bile salts emulsify fats. Fats emulsification occurs in the duodenum. Bile salts emulsification of fats. What is emulsification? Splitting of macromolecules of lipids into micromolecules. Just like a curd. How we break the molecules in the curd by churning. Churning movement. That like the same way here also the fats are emulsified by bile salts, sodium taurocolate and sodium glycocolate. So bile salts simply just mentioned, need not worry about the process of digestion, detailed account of the frog. Then afterwards they mix with pancreatic juice and intestinal juice, and digestion is completed in the ileum. So that completely digested food in the ileum is called chyle. These two should be underlined. Chyme and chyle. Distinguish between chyme and chyle. Completely digested food in the ileum, small intestine, is called chyle. Partially digested food in the stomach is called chyme. That is the difference between chyme and chyle. Okay. Now with this the process of digestion is undigested food is sent out through cloaca by egestion. Egestion means elimination of feces through anus to the exterior through cloaca. That is called egestion. So ingestion takes place by tongue. Digestion takes place in the different parts of the alimentary canal. Partially digested food in the stomach is chyme. Completely digested food in the ileum is chyle, and undigested food converted into feces in the rectum, and from where it is sent out through to the exterior through cloaca. That is chyme and chyle. Then respiratory system of frog. Regarding respiratory system, there are actually 4 respiratory organs. First, gills. Gills are the larval respiratory organs, so exclude them, not necessary. Detailed account you need not describe about the gills. In the life cycle of frog only, all the 4 types of respiratory organs are present. Then the least bothered and negligible account of respiratory process is buccal respiration. It is negligible account. Buccal respiration and pulmonary respiration means respiration with lungs. And lastly, cutaneous respiration, respiration with skin. So, in the adult frog, the last three, except first one, gills, only in tadpole, gills are the respiratory organs, but in the adult frog, buccal cavity, lungs and skin are the respiratory organs. Buccal cavity anyhow negligible. The respiratory organs on land, aquatic respiratory organ, most important bit is there. 36th point, put number of star marks. Aquatic respiratory organ of frog. Our answer must be skin. So, frog uses skin especially in water and hibernation and estivation. So, that's why chief respiratory organ is skin. And it also uses lungs on land as well as in water. Uses lungs on land as well as in water. So, pulmonary respiration, lungs. During pulmonary respiration, the buccal cavity forces the air into the lungs. Hence, our frog lung is positive pressure lung, not negative pressure lung. Only lung you have studied, positive pressure lung, that is frog. This, please note down this point because it was asked once in one NEET paper. It was there. By that time nobody knows about this. Afterwards this has become more familiar. Positive pressure lung. Rest of the lungs are negative. Where the ribs are present, from then onwards negative pressure lungs are developed. Reptiles, birds and mammals. But in amphibians, in frog, the lung is positive pressure lung. So, lungs are positive pressure because buccal cavity forces the air into lungs. So, pressure exerted by buccal cavity, that is positive pressure. With no pressure, air enters into the lungs in humans, that is why negative pressure lung. So, pulmonary pressure is not there. Inside the pulmonary pressure, intrapulmonary pressure is very low during inspiration. So, negative pulmonary pressure causes inspiration, positive pulmonary pressure causes expiration in case of humans. But whereas in case of frog, positive pressure of the lung causes the inspiration and negative pressure causes the expiration. Reverse. So, note down this point. 36 point is very, very important point. Okay. Hello. 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 Have you taken this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, na? Okay. Right. So this is positive pressure lung. Why? Why? How can you define the frog lung is positive pressure lung? Because the air is forced into lungs by raising of buccal cavity. I can explain that by see these diagrams. So first of all, this is the first position of the inspiration. During first position of inspiration, the air enters from atmosphere into buccal cavity. So now buccal cavity is lowering down. Buccal cavity is lowering down. Through nostrils it enters into buccal cavity. Now it is lowering down. But actual position of the buccal cavity is this one. That is the actual position of the buccal cavity. But it is lowering down to receive the air from the atmosphere. Then second step, this is first step of inspiration. Second step of inspiration, during this time, the raising of buccal cavity occurs. So here the previous position of the buccal cavity is this one. Now buccal cavity raises up to force the air into the lungs. Thus air is forced into lungs. That is second step. So with this, the pulmonary respiration occurs in the frog. That's why it is positive pressure lung. Now circulatory system. Circulatory system also called BVS. BVS full form. Hello, BVS full form. Circulatory system also called BVS. BVS full form. Why? Yes, blood vascular system. The blood vascular system of frog includes, what are they? So circulatory system of frog includes lymphatic system, lymph vascular system, and blood vascular system, BVS. Lymphatic system in frog includes, what are they, you know? Lymphatic system, lymph capillaries, lymph, అందుకే డార్క్ అయిపోయింది. ఓకే 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 lymph capillaries, lymph vessels. Now it is okay. Lymph vessels, okay, and lymph capillaries, lymph vessels, lymph nodes. In frog only you mention this lymph nodes. They are present. That constitute the lymphatic system. You all know what is lymph. It is nothing but blood without RBC and some few proteins. They are not found in the lymph. Lymphocytes are anyhow WBC, only WBC which are more abundant like humans. Lymphocytes also present. So that is lymph, a colorless. Lymph is a colorless fluid, watery fluid. Now blood vascular system of the frog. Blood vascular system includes heart, blood vessels, and blood. Like that we can divide the blood vascular system into three categories. What are the heart, blood vessels, and blood? Let us take the heart first of all. Heart is three-chambered. You know pretty well. In both reptiles and amphibians, three-chambered heart is there. All reptiles have three-chambered heart except hello. All reptiles have three-chambered heart except, very important bit, forgotten. Amphibians anyhow three-chambered heart. Reptiles also three-chambered heart. Reptiles three-chambered except, that exceptional case is there. Why you have forgotten? Srujana?
Sir, Archaeopteryx?
No. Reptiles, we are speaking about reptiles, not Archaeopteryx. Archaeopteryx is a bird. All reptiles are having three-chambered heart except, simple thing you have forgotten. Very good, very good. Srujana? You answered, crocodiles. Crocodiles, birds and mammals, four-chambered heart. Okay? Three-chambered heart is there. With, see, most important structures I will show in diagrammatically. One is conus arteriosus. You take the NCERT book and see these two terms, conus arteriosus and sinus venosus. Heart is associated with these two main blood vessels. What are they? Conus arteriosus and sinus venosus. For example, you take the dorsal side of the heart. These are the two precaval veins, and a triangular chamber-like structure opens into right atrium, and this is postcaval vein. Here the right atrium, left atrium, and this is the ventricle. So you turn it on dorsal side. When the frog heart is turned on dorsal side, you can observe this triangular chamber which is called sinus venosus, which brings the deoxygenated blood to the heart, because sinus venosus opens into right atrium. So this is dorsal view of heart. Here you write down dorsal side of the heart. And then ventral view of the heart let us take. To see the conus arteriosus, you should turn the heart towards ventral side. Means ventral view. So in this is the heart, three chamber. These are the three chambered heart. From the ventricle it arises a tubular sac-like structure arises, which is again divided into two branches. Each branch again divided into three branches. This side also three branches arise from each branch. So this is sinus venosus and this is trunk conus arteriosus. Conus arteriosus, where you can see it on ventral side of the heart. You can see it on dorsal side of the heart, sinus venosus. Very, very important points. These two you remember, conus arteriosus and sinus venosus. Okay. Then arteries constitute, main blood vessels are arteries and veins. Arteries constitute arterial system and veins constitute venous system. Anyhow, so in the venous system, see, associated with venous system, there are two systems, HPS and RPS. I used a shortcut form of those two systems, and you tell me the full form of those two. Very nice. Hepatic portal system and renal portal system. So venous system is associated with the portal system. It is of two types, hepatic portal and renal portal system. Portal system, what is the definition? Starting of capillaries with one system and ending of capillaries with another system. That is called portal system. Here in the hepatic portal system, the capillaries started at digestive system and capillaries end in the liver. Via what that blood vessel? Hepatic portal vein. Digestive system, arrow, capillaries, arrow, hepatic portal vein, arrow, capillaries, arrow, and liver. That is the path of hepatic portal system. Renal portal system. Renal portal system, lower limbs or lower extremities of the body. Renal portal vein, RPV, ends with capillaries in kidneys. Starts with capillaries in the lower limbs and ends with capillaries in kidneys. That what that vein? Renal portal vein. So like that, hepatic portal system and renal portal system is associated with the venous system. In all vertebrates, not only frogs, except man, RPS is absent. Renal portal system is absent. Hepatic portal system is only present in the man. Okay, so this is about the blood vessels. And then blood. The blood is divided into plasma and blood cells are formed elements. Blood cells again, what are they? RBC. Oval nucleated biconvex RBC and WBC, and lastly thrombocytes. Thrombocytes also called platelets. In the NCERT it is used. But actual thrombocyte cell is like this. This is the shape of the thrombocyte cell. That is, RBC contain hemoglobin, etc. So with this, the circulatory system of frog is also completed. Noteworthy points are conus arteriosus, sinus venosus, hepatic portal system, renal portal system, etc. Okay. So let us stop today, and tomorrow rest of the systems we can complete. Meanwhile, Prabhava, Varshita, Srujana, you decide the topic, any topic, any more topics you want. Fully doubted topics you ask me, so so that we can you decide? Uh, Locomotion reproduction also we can touch that tomorrow. Okay, the day after tomorrow. Okay. All of you okay? Varishta, Srujana. Okay. Na. Bye, Amma. Right. Thank you.